Please, ladies and gentlemen of the media, we greet you this morning or good afternoon. And we welcome you to this World Press Briefing of the End Bad Governance Protest Organizers Committee. Live here at the Gani Fawemi Freedom Park, Ojota, Lagos State. Today is Monday, 5th of August, 2024, being the 5th day of our national days of action against hunger and action, powered by Nigerian people who are fed up with the condition of hunger and hardship. We are all witnesses to our struggle from day one. We are all witnesses to our pain and to the suffering that we have endured here at the barricades. As the government, their agents, both in uniforms and out of uniforms, have thrown everything at us to disparage us, to demonize us, to attack us, to injure us, and to beat us, and sabotage our movement. We are also witnesses to how we have rebounded from each attack, each blackmail, each sabotage, each attack. That is to show you that this is a resilient and an organic movement that has erupted from below, arising out of the frustration of the Nigerian people. It is a movement that is unstoppable. It is a movement that will not stop until it wins. We are also witnesses to how we have been very peaceful and organized despite several efforts to provoke us. I'm laying this background in order to ensure that the media who have labored hard over the past few days to provide coverage for this movement are on the same page with Nigerian people when it comes to what has transpired and so far. For the purpose of this press briefing, arising out of the Congress we just had at Gani, is to respond to President Tinubu's broadcast yesterday. And I must tell you before I go into what our decisions are, how difficult it was to even gather here after President Tinubu made that broadcast yesterday. And that's to tell you that President Tinubu is actually the proverbial chameleon who gives one thing with one hand and withdraws it from another. Because many of the agents of the government have been going about to say that once the president has addressed us, he has done what has never been done before, and the youth are supposed to be satisfied. But the interesting thing is that even for us to gather here to discuss and ponder over that broadcast was a serious battle. Yesterday, several of our people were beaten blue-black by miscreants under the watchwords of the police yesterday. One of them was arrested and we had to go to this by the police station to do this. And today, many of our people have been chased away from here. And of course, some of our people at Alausa have also been attacked by miscreants and the police. In fact, about 3 of them have been arrested. Early this morning, around 2 a.m., the national coordinator of the Youth Rights Campaign, Comrade Michael Lenny, and about 2 others, were also abducted by the DSS in their rooms in Abuja at 2 a.m. So what that means therefore is that while the president was addressing us in a so-called broadcast, he also unleashed the dogs after us. And here at Ojota, it was a battle for us to gather to be able to discuss and respond. Because like we have told the people, and we have told some of you you journalists. Our movement is a democratic one. Nothing is done, nothing is said without the buy-in and without the endorsement of generality of all peaceful protesters and the barricade. So what we have done earlier today is to take President Tinubu's broadcast to a Congress assembly. And the Congress has deliberated and has sent us to respond in the following manners. First and foremost, our Congress recognized that the survivor of the entirety of our movement and protest Thursday is itself a testament to the courage and the bravery of the Nigerian youth and the Nigerian people. And that for us to be able to march in Thursday across the country is a defeat to those who say we'll never be able to do so. It's a defeat to President Tinubu, who wants to turn himself to a civilian dictator, who instead of addressing people who are angry about hunger, he said they don't have the right to march on the streets. We also see the broadcast yesterday, even though we do not agree with the content, the mere fact that somebody who says we don't matter came out to labor for 10 minutes trying to address us is a clear testament to the fact that no president whatsoever is greater than the entirety of the people. Ever. The Nigerian people are greater than any president. Oh, yes. That is what we have established since Thursday. That is what was established yesterday. So we say shame unto them. Shame! Shame on President Tinubu. Shame! Shame on the ruling party. Shame! Shame on the Senate President. Shame! Shame on the IDP. Shame! Shame on the Speaker. Shame on the DSS. Shame on the Army Chief. Shame on Sanwo-Olu. Shame on all those who say we cannot protest. We have done it. Our lawyer, oh, that is a our lawyer. Thank you very much. They said we could not do it. We have done it. And now they are addressing us, even when they say we do not matter. That itself is a victory, and they must eat the humble pie. And they must learn their mistake and never take Nigeria for granted again. Oh, yes. The second, even while we recognize the fact that they address us in victory, that does not necessarily mean that we like what they said. We think President Tinubu's address for those few minutes was a wasted effort. And why do we say so? Because President Tinubu succeeded for those few minutes and completely ignored our demands. Not for once did the president who said in his broadcast that he has urged us mention even one of our demands. Isn't that the seats? So what kind of dialogue does he want to have? When you could not even remember one of our demands. Instead, he utilized the entire speech, one, to defend the completely failed record of his government, which has succeeded in throwing the entire Nigerian people into hunger and hardship. Really not policies, programs and figures that have done nothing to resolve the problem that we face as young people and as Nigerian workers and Nigerian people. Secondly, he utilized the broadcast to repeat some of the things that he said about us, that we are being sponsored. In fact, I remember one phrase that the youth do not allow themselves to be manipulated to think that the government does not care. President Tinubu, we young people are not fools. Yes. We are not robots who have to be manipulated before we know that we are hungry. We are not robots or fools who have to be manipulated because before we know that we have no jobs. Our decision to come out on the streets is a decision taken on the basis of our clear understanding that we have had enough of all of this wicked, anti-poor, capitalist policies of the President Tinubu regime. So we are asking President Tinubu therefore to disabuse his mind of all of those shenanigans and begin to actually look at the things that we are. The President was addressing us yesterday. No protesters like us in Katsina, in Kaduna, in Abu. We have to tell President Tinubu that this movement is not about tribe or religion. It is about a single people who are united by the same condition and experience of hunger and hardship. So I need to read the word, and I need to read the word. So when you kill our people in the north, you have killed us in Lagos. Yes. And we are going to respond appropriately. So on this basis, we send out solidarity to our comrades across the country who are facing every repression. We say we stand by you. Yes. And at the appropriate time, we shall defend, we shall march with you to ensure that those blood that will be shed are not shed in vain. So on this basis, the question of dialogue is itself out of the window. You cannot kill us and dialogue with us. Yes. We are telling President Tinubu to go and dialogue with over 40 people who have been killed across the country. Let him go and sit down with their corpses and have a national dialogue with them. Yes. As far as we are concerned, we do not think that the demands we are talking about that we are raising are things that are not obvious enough anyway. Why does the president need somebody to travel to Abuja to sit down with him before he realizes that we are saying that fuel price is not palatable? The electricity tariff is not acceptable. That hunger is killing us. That there are no jobs. That the minimum wage is inadequate even for a job, let alone a human being. That the economy of Nigeria does not work for the mass majority, but for only a few. We do not need to travel to Abuja to sit there at the dialogue for the president to know that. So what we want to see are actions by the government on all of these demands. That is when and only when we will know that it's sincere and prepared to begin to address the issues that have brought us out here. Now, to begin to round up, I'd like to say that our struggle has come to stay. Yes, yes. No matter how long it takes, this movement of the Nigerian youth and Nigerian people will not stop fighting on the full liberation. And let me tell you what full liberation means for us. We do not just want to replace one corrupt leader by another. True liberation for us does not mean replacing one looter by another. That is what we have been doing in Nigeria for the past 64 years. We have been replacing one bad person with another. We say we are practicing democracy. What we want is system change. Because the fundamental source of our problem is the capitalist economic system which does not work for the mass majority. It works for only that man in the Senate who calls himself his president. What do you call his name again? That man called Akpabio, who said they should continue to eat while we are protesting. That man, even though it's not so bright, has given you the best definition of capitalism that you can ever have. His existence Under a few people like himself, they use the collective resources while the rest of us suffer and suffer. What we need is a socialist alternative. Nigeria's wealth is enough to resolve all of our problems. Yes. The only reason why it is not so is because they still have, is because of capitalism. That is why we need total liberation and socialist state. On this basis, greater Nigerian people. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this press conference is to give you some of those decisions. These are the decisions of the Congress of the Nigerian people and the Nigerian youth. We have to say that all of those people who have gone out since yesterday, saying that our protests have been called off and suspended, they do not represent us. They are personal, Thank you very much.
Greatest Nigerian people. Greatest Nigerian people. In addition to the statements made by Commander Soweto, we are also adding, as part of our demand, the immediate sack of the Inspector General of Police, Ayode Ekedo. And we are demanding a sack because of the violence and mayhem he unleashed on peaceful protesters at different parts of the country. That's right. That took the lives of close to 40 persons, including women and children. Kano was an eyesore, and it was a tragedy that should not have happened. That is what this award of our demand. We are also still insisting, since the president has refused to acknowledge our demand still stands. No amount of broadcast can erase the fact that Nigerian people are hungry, and we are still demanding, and we are regretting that the biting inflation in the country must immediately be addressed. Yes. We are hiding that the wave of fears across our tertiary institution must immediately reverse. Yes. Number 3, we are also asking that we are rejecting 70k minimum wage. Yes. If the government of Tinubu thinks 70k is a reasonable achievement, he should place himself, other members of government and members of National Assembly on the 70,000 naira. Yes. We are also asking that the fuel subsidy removal, that policy must immediately be reversed. These are some of our demands. Electricity tariff that has been forcing even small businesses to close down, including most government parastatals. Most hospitals have been going to national electricity. We are also immediately calling for the reversal of electricity tariff hike. These are some of the conditions that have led to the anti of some of our people. It is unfortunate that the president in his media broadcast, the only time when the Nigerian government suddenly will recognize that they want to protect lives and properties is only when people say they want to protest against bad government policy. But long before now, how is the state of life and properties in Nigeria? Insecurity, banditry has taken over many parts of the north. Why are the security forces not exhibiting show of force there? Yes. Why is the president not concerned about the security of lives and properties of thousands of those who have lost their lives to insecurity and banditry? Even there in Lagos, many parts of Lagos remain unsafe. Places like Agege, Ojota, even many places in Thailand, Ojota, they are not safe spots because of increase in criminal activity. activities, not thanks to increments in hardship. So you cannot really separate poverty from criminality. So that the only way you can deal with increasing criminality, increasing insecurity in the country is to address demands of protesters. And what are our demands? End hardship in this country. And how do you end hardship? Address the biting inflation in the country. How do you address the biting inflation in the country? Reverse fuel subsidy removal. Reverse the left attack of states. As a matter of fact, was it 2 days or yesterday? I was watching a video of an AIT reporter that was totally wounded in the leg. He was limped in a Budadi war, which is the right. And President Tinubu must be held accountable for all the violence and mayhem.
Wàláì owó mọ́tò mi ò pè túùsì ló wà lọ́wọ́ mi wàláì mi ò ṣeré. Oníkì máa wà rí àbó òsì mo ti.